well as a book by Danny J. Rooney and Sharon Saig, and music and lyrics by Danny J. Rooney.
The Gateway centers around Amari, a first-generation Middle Eastern American arcade gamer, struggling to fit in and being bullied for his heritage. He stumbles upon a gateway to an alternate 8-bit universe. There, he battles his real-world problems, manifested as video game obstacles. How will he overcome his inner demons and find the true power within himself to beat the game?
The presentation has music direction by Stephen Jamail, with performances by Atman Maksud, Autumn Hurlbert, Jay Magist, Jamin Nanthakumar, and Sharon Saig.
Here goes another morning, another day, and maybe this one won't bite. For a change, could be okay. Unlike every other day, this whole new year, this whole new school, the rules, the pressure, the cool kids, all the same. It's all a game. It's just another super
Moving or losing, little fungus.
day.
Journey back with us to the 80s.
It's Amari's first day at Cooper High. The colors are popping, the hair is perm.
And the feelings are epic.
It's just another nerd, another teen, another out of my way. Wish I could leave, wish I could trade for another super day. Just don't look up, don't make a way. Underground, just another super day. Oh, hey, Lucas!
Whoa, Lou. It's just Lou. Here, lunch money. And I know what you're gonna say, but you've gotta quit it with the pita and the hummus, okay? It's 1982. School's not ready for hummus.
It's Mom's old recipe.
Look, I miss her too, but remember what she'd always say when you were feeling down? For every dim light, there's always a switch. Right. Besides, if I don't look out for you, this place is gonna eat you alive. You gotta walk the walk, talk the talk. Don't talk, don't stare, don't be acting like a fool. Just keep it cool. Ladies, have a super day. See what I mean? You gotta get your game. No shame, just follow the road I have unfurled to rule the world. And to get a super, oh shoot, Dee.
I've been waiting 2 hours for you to show up.
My little bro missed the bus. I had to give him a ride.
That's what you said last time, Lou, and the time before that, and the time before that. All of my girls got guys who treat them like princesses. And what have I got? A blockhead quarterback who leaves me hanging on the corner of Delusional Drive and End of the Rainbow Road.
As the morning continues, Omari needs a fellow arcade enthusiast who lends him a state-of-the-art handheld gaming device with a brand new cable tryout.
The Super Stario siblings.
Just then, Omari bumps into Broder, the school bully.
Watch where you're going, you little joystick junkie. Ooh, what's that? What's that got there? The Super Stario siblings. Sounds just like you and your shish kebab big brother. At least he can grow a proper stash. Looks like you need a little help manning up.
Broder pins Omari to the lockers and sharpies a mustache across his upper lip.
Omari escapes into the first door he can find.
The ladies' room, right where he belongs.
Omari props a chair under the doorknob and looks at his face in the mirror. Way to go, champ. Way to be cool. Way to continue playing the fool. And I guess that's who I'm meant to be. Well, if that's the case, I'm through with me. Just a low-life loser, lame and weird. Would care if I just disappeared. One less annoyance to ruin his day. One less brown unibrow, big-nosed geek in their way. And hey, maybe there'd be a new life to start. Starting over as someone I'm totally not. What the? Green lasers shoot out from one of the stalls as a mysterious video game princess appears.
Holy headlines! The princess beckons Omari to help save her enslaved 8-bit kingdom, which has been overtaken by Boxer, king of the Poopas.
Just then, two giant Koopa Troopas appeared.
They captured the princess and Dee Dee, who chose the wrong time to use the ladies' room.
Oh, hell no!
Omari has no choice. He enters the stall and is engulfed in green light as he journeys down the pipes. Here we go! At the other end of the portal, Omari emerges in a strange video game world. He defeats his first opponent, the Goober, and unknowingly frees the mushling people of level 1.
Hi, I'm Lynn. And I'm 10.
And I'm dumb.
10.
Don't be afraid.
You freed us from our Portobello prison.
Boxer boxed us in.
Like we were some sort of Prometheus.
Like we had no morals.
He tried to fight back, but his troops totally creamed us.
Some of us didn't make it.
Like our friend Jeannie.
Poor Chini.
And so you
Set us free, save the day.
And our family.
And from this day on, we'll proudly show that we hail our Savior.
Savior?
That we hail our Savior.
The princess and Dee Dee are locked in a tower anxiously awaiting Omari to come save them.
Omari, save us? No, listen. I grew up the only girl with 6 brothers.
The princess of the family.
No, that was Carlos. I had to learn to take matters into my own hands. When I was just a girl, I was delusional for sure. I prayed one day a prince would come and walk right through my door. I idolized Snow White. She was the fairest in the land. But now I see how wrong was she to leave it to a man. She should have had some sense. Why would anybody go and eat some nasty food from a hand we don't know? She was smart. She'd have been at work instead stuck at home whistling like a guinea jerk. 7 dopey dwarfs like the prince of Alaska. She's a high home made of glass. Forget the maiden in distress, in a dress with a pretty little smile, and all the while she's been slaving down on her knees, waiting for the day when a prince will save her from despair. But he's not there. Don't assume he's on his way.
Probably isn't, that's okay.
Just slay your dragons on your own. Don't be a man in distress. Remember Cinderella, she was stuck inside till that fairy mamacita went and dipped her eyes. So she goes into the ball, looking super great, till the clock strikes 12 and she bolts. But wait, she had been while he was taking it slow. She could have lost those long 10 minutes alone. Forget the maiden in distress, she's a mess and she hasn't got a clue. If she had just a clue, she would know just what to do. She's waiting for the guy to finish polishing his sword. Good Lord, she's thicker than a board. You're the one who's locked her tight, so don't be stupid, start a fight. Lost at mama's acting mad. Don't be a maiden in distress. Oh, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let your get ready. If I were thou, I'd shimmy down to my home and escape. Don't get me started on red wine. Oh, pity her. If she would be that wolf, well, he would be a big bad fool.
Yes, we are like a dynamic duo, Dee Dee and Princess.
Oh, enough of this, the princess baloney. How about just Pete?
Dee Dee and Pee Pee.
We'll work on it.
Get the mail in the street, that's pretty little smiling on the sky. Down on his knees, waiting for the day when the prince will save her don't care. But he's not there. Don't assume he's on his way. He's making mountains out of haste, so slay your dragons on your own. Don't be a maiden in
I made them out of dinosaur skin. Hey, what are you doing? Where even is here?
I think we're inside a game, Lou. The Super Stario siblings. I'm Stario, and you must be player 2.
Oh, I'm player 2? Wait a minute. What's with the mustache? Did someone draw that on you?
It's fine.
What do you mean it's fine?
It's not a big deal.
Not a big deal that someone graffitied on your face?
Okay. Jeez. I ran into Broder in the hall and he called me a little shish kebab and pinned me down.
See, this is why I gotta look out for you all the time. When are you gonna learn to toughen up? You're not a kid anymore. You gotta build up a shell, Omari, or you're never gonna make it in this world.
Fine. Maybe I don't want to make it in that world. You're always telling me to hide who I am, right? Be Lou instead of Lukesh. Well, now I'm Stario. I don't need Omari. I don't need that hell of a high school. I don't need a controlling older brother trying to be my mom.
Fine. I'm out. Have fun in your one-player game, Stario.
Back at the castle, the princess is discovered, with her late father's all-powerful game controller. Boxer threatens complete destruction of her land unless they wed. Then she hands over the control. What a mess I made. Once again, late. Like a foolish girl, Daddy, I let you down. What a kingdom built, now just waits and built. While the end draws near, Mama, can you hear? I'm running out of time. Oh, I'm running out of time. How to save what you left before? Running out of time. I'm running out of time to continue the
Imagine a final night, dark as a day to dream. Would you imagine a final sight, ever and evergreen? I have an option, all in wine, when you're not gasoline. Naturalizing the ties that bind, the transfer of power, control reside.
My darling, my princess,
The time is now.
Surrender the toll as your
Final power control.
yeah, give me control.
Back in the levels, the Mushrooms find Stario on the edge of a cliff.
I'm not Stario, okay? I tried to make this jump and failed twice. I've only got one life left. I can't go forward, I can't go back. My brother hates me, I failed the princess, and you probably all hate me too.
We don't hate you.
I just don't want to play this stupid game anymore.
Stupid.
But what happens when you run out of lives? Do I get to go home then?
Perhaps.
Or perhaps the game restarts?
Or perhaps...
Or perhaps what? How can you not know?
Well, what happens when someone runs out of lives in your world?
It is your choice to make, my Taki. Use your life well, for it is the only one you've got.
Omari contemplates the decision he is faced with. Dejected, he decides that the game is just too hard. He runs towards the cliff, but stops short at the last second. He's struck with an idea. For every dim light, there's always a switch. A switch. That's it. And then magically, radically, perfectly, out of the blue, something totally, epically awesome comes clear into view. And there's suddenly no need to drown. The roll's just been weighing you down. Hiding behind some illusion you're totally not. Time to get back to you. Give Super Omari a shot. One more shot.
Last life to rise or fall, one last life to give it all, one last choice for you to make, one last chance it's yours to take, one last life to rise or fall, one last life to give it all, one last choice for you to make, one last chance it's yours to take, one last life to save the day, one last life to hide away. One last
All right, now here are the writers, Sharon Sykes and AJ Rooney.
That was really great, right?
Last year passed for me because I was born in 1982. So, very excited. Now you all know my age. Sharon, you're a Broadway actor. You were in the original Broadway cast of Band's Visit. You were also in Come From Away. These are such impactful, culture-shifting musicals. And you're now a writer. And we also got to meet on a reading that I directed that you were in, Iraqi Rose, written by Larry Kirwan, who wrote Paradise Square and is the lead singer of the band Black 47. It's clear that the Game Boy is a universal story for multi-generational audiences. The show teaches us that in order to be a hero for someone else, you must first be a hero for yourself. I'm going to throw it to my co-host. That's the first question.
What inspired you to set the story in 1982? And why Game?
Danny's gonna take this one.
I'm gonna take this one. I think 1982, we love the 80s. I think, as I say, the movies of the 80s, they're this sort of trope of, people going into another world and having this bright, crazy adventure. Also, just because of the game that we may or may not be referencing, which came out more in the 83, 84, 85 world, so we thought 82 was good. Also, it's 1982, this school's not ready for how this just sounds funny.
Yeah.
And why gaming, it's something that, I wouldn't call myself a gamer, but I grew up playing Super Mario, and it was definitely a way for me to kind of escape, and go into that like avatar thing of, and I think that we have that a lot today too. I think that we live in our devices and, we have experienced some, we did sort of this musical and virtual reality, which was like crazy. So, so I think we so much have that and we go into those places and especially young people, and I think having a hero who needs to find how to ground himself in his own life too is really, I think, special.
And what I love about gaming, I'm not a gamer, but I would say, Stephen Sondheim was a gamer, and that's why Into the Woods was originally this sort of quest musical. But I read this whole book about gaming, and what it said was that gamers are trying to escape their real life so that they can actually create a world that is a world that they actually want to actually live in. So there's this idea that we're creating a false world that actually is the world we want to live in, so we're almost practicing what that world is like so that our real lives can actually be more like that. And I think that's a big part of why us nerds do theater. We create worlds that we want to live in. So that's what you're doing. This is one of the few musicals that make space for a Middle Eastern protagonist. You wrote it, Game Boy, centered around both of your shared experiences growing up as first-generation Middle Eastern Americans. In fact, I can only think of maybe two right now, The Man's Visit and Otherworld, which is another gamer musical, which Jamie was actually in, written by the writers of Title of Show, another meta musical. Why is this representation so important to you?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, Danny and I both have this shared lived experience about growing up in Middle Eastern in America, which comes with its own things. But I think also, like, when you hear, like, oh, this is a Middle Eastern musical, I think sometimes our mind immediately goes to, like, politics and trauma, and those stories are really important, and there's nothing wrong with them. But I think a lot of times, as I felt as somebody who's Middle Eastern, I feel like I get put in a box, and I get like people see me for the politics of my movements rather than for who I am. And you know, I think sometimes there's not to be crude, but I think there's sometimes like trauma porn in theater. You know what I mean? And I think it's actually like really powerful to say, no, this person is a Middle Eastern person and deals with the same issues that we all do, and just wants to be seen for their humanity and who they are, and rather than just their ethnicity and their name or the color of their skin. So it was kind of important for us to just tell a really human story with the Middle Eastern protagonist rather than like a story about them being Middle Eastern. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I also grew up playing Nintendo with a bunch of Indian kids, so for me, they were like, you're not Middle Eastern, I'm Armenian, so it's...
Yeah, thank you for that. Representation is so important, and I'm glad you made that point. And another question I have, how did you both come to collaborate, and is this your first show that you've written together?
So our first show that we've written together, we actually were college roommates. I will not tell you what year. But yeah, we went to Syracuse together back when I was a performer.
Phoebe's Sun Pavilion.
Phoebe's Sun Pavilion. So yeah, we lived together in college, and then we lived together outside of college too. And I was sort of always coming to Sharon with ideas. You know, I'm an ideas person to a fault, kind of. And I had this idea of, you know, this sort of Nintendo thing that's like Epic Quest, and I was like, there's this part, Sharon, that you're so right for. It's like so Marissa Tomei, is it, you know? And so that's sort of what we started, and then it was like, well, you're writing half the book, so we're co-book writers, you know? And so this is the first and only thing we've really written together.
Yeah.
Sharon has an amazing play with music called The Goldsmith, which is incredible, which is coming, and I have a few other projects in the burner, but yeah.
But I'm also just very grateful to Danny for coming to me with that, because I hadn't really dived into writing until that moment. And even though you approached me originally as like, will you be in this and work on it with me, I feel really grateful that you like invited me into the creative process, because it sparked something in me. You know?
Yeah, and as I've said to you many times, if it weren't for you, it would still be a program on my computer. So.
Give it up for a great project.
You are such a talent as a performer, and as we all just saw, so collaborative. So I think it's, you know, fitting that you would also be a writer and that you would create this world. And I love that. I love that for you. What's next for the Game Boy, and what can we expect to see more of? When can we expect to see more of the show?
Well, we have big dreams. And we're working on a new demo, so hopefully that will be done soon. But like, we would love to record a concept album, maybe with the Theater Bar. And you know, we feel like we really want to put it on its feet, but also some opportunity that we're excited about. It's not confirmed or anything, but there's been like a weird cross collaboration between Broadway and Comic-Con and like this gaming world. And there was a presence last year at Comic-Con with like this whole like Broadway series. So we would love to like present some of our stuff there. This next one that's coming in October, and hopefully that works out.
Follow the nerds.
Yeah. Well, because it's like the perfect marriage of those two worlds, you know.
Awesome. Let's give it up.